Breaking right now, the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, just resigned. Edward Lawrence of the White House. Any word from the administration, the Biden team, on this?
As of right now, they were waiting to see what Justin Trudeau was going to say at this news conference you're looking at live. He is making that announcement right now. He's saying he will resign after his party finds a new leader for him. He says that process started last night. He called the leader of their party to start that process. So once they select a replacement, he will then step down, is what he said here. Now, Justin Trudeau was going for his fourth term as prime minister in Canada, which is unheard of in Canada. He was there for about 9 years up to this point. Now, Canadians, his popularity had been falling over the past year. And since the election in the United States of President-elect Donald Trump, the popularity took a real nosedive after that. And we talked with a number of Canadians, as well as the premier in Alberta, who called for Justin Trudeau to do exactly what he's doing today. On December 30th, listen to what she told me. Listen to this.
Facing a president who has a 4-year mandate. We certainly need to have a leader here who has an equal mandate, a 4-year mandate, so that these negotiations can continue and there's the credibility at the table.
And she wanted that consistency, as President-elect Donald Trump would like to see the trade more balanced between the U.S. and Canada, as well as border security in Canada. Now, the Canadians did announce a $1.3 billion border security package. Don't know if that was quite enough for President-elect Trump as of yet. He has not said if those 25% tariffs will be imposed. But again, now we have maybe more fallout from the pressure, both externally and internally inside Canada, of what Justin Trudeau has now done. He will resign as soon as they find a new leader for their party and their country. Back to you.
Edward Lawrence at the White House under snowy conditions. Thanks so much, Edward. Back to you later.